Hello students. So today I will talk about micro project. Remember in iScheme, MSBT Maharashtra has introduced micro projects for all subjects from semester 1 itself. The reason why micro project has been introduced it is because to develop industry skills among all the would-be engineers. The chalk and duster, this particular method didn't prove or doesn't prove that much effective to prepare all the engineers for the future challenges. And that's why in order to make our future engineers employable as well as to develop some industry skills among them, micro project has been introduced. Remember, now onwards in iScheme, it is not the subject that would be introduced, it would be the course. That is how we label it as course. So course English has some competency or one competency that the iScheme wants to be developed among the students. And the competency of English course is that all the students or the would-be engineers should be good or fluent enough as far as written and spoken English is concerned. And micro project is one of the activities that will complement or help us or the teachers to develop that competency among the students. So what is this micro project? Micro project means very small level activity you undertake. You undertake one area or the topic which you study and you present its report. Actually, the students at the level of first semester, they are not supposed to go for the research project. Remember, you simply come up with your area of interest or the topic that you like or the topic that needs your attention. You select it, study it, collect information and submit a report in particular format that is prescribed by MSBTE. So once you do that, slowly or gradually certain team skills or certain industry skills that get developed among you, and that is what the ultimate target of introducing micro project is. So what happens in micro project as far as our English course is concerned, minimum 6 students are selected in team, but for our convenience purpose sometimes the number may increase, right? So when 6 people are in the team, they come together, they decide the area in which they want to study or they decide the area or the topic that they want to study, and it should be a proper consensus. It shouldn't be that one person wants to study one particular topic and rest of the people simply say yes. No, everyone has to have his or her opinion when you shortlist a topic or the area that you want to study. So once you start studying or before you start studying, you need to submit the proposal. And in order to submit the proposal, that is the part A of micro project, you need to have proper discussion among yourself or your team members in consultation with the guide. As far as the guide's role is concerned, it has to be very limited. Remember, MSBT or the iScheme core curriculum does not want more reliance over the guide. It is because the iScheme wants that all the students or the would-be engineers should be acquainted with proper actual real life situations. Now real life situations means actually you will go on field, actually you will go in library or laboratory or maybe in workshop, or you may visit the experts of that particular area that you have shortlisted. So you will go and you will work on your own. So you in the process the whole course English is used as a vehicle to develop the industry skills or the real life skills that are required in order to survive in industry or maybe in order to be employable. That's why there has to be very limited reliance over your guide or the teacher. The teacher will give you the format. See, as far as the report format is concerned, there are 2 levels, level A and level B. Now what happens in level A, you submit the proposal. So before you submit the proposal, you should know so many things. Now what are the different things that you should know? I'll tell you. First thing, you should know aims and benefits of the topic or the area that you have selected, because that is what you need to submit in your proposal. Now aim and benefits means what do you expect out of the study. For example, as far as English course is concerned, if you shortlist a topic that you want to summarize best 5 books or best 5 bestsellers book of India and you want to summarize them. So before you summarize it, you should know why you want to summarize it, because summarization is one of the outcomes, course outcomes of our subject English. So you should know what exactly you are going to do, what is the aim behind the study or behind the micro project, and you need to have 3, 4, 5, 6 aims or the benefits of the study, and you need to convince the guide that these are the reasons or these are the aims of our particular study, and that is why we have shortlisted this topic or the area. Number one. Second is that you should know the course outcomes. As I said, course outcomes means after you complete the course English, what changes are expected in you, the outcomes. And the outcomes of English course is that you need to be able to frame grammatically correct sentences, you need to speak correct English, you need to understand written and spoken English, you need to summarize the broad passages, and you need to deliver speech and dialogue. So these are outcomes of English course. So based on these outcomes, what is the relevance or the relationship between the topic of your micro project or the area of your micro project and the outcomes of your course? From the English course point of view, I am talking. So for other subjects also, whatever topic you select for the micro project, you should know the course outcomes of your course. It may be physics, chemistry or ICT, whatever. So you should be incorporating the aims, first thing. Second, the outcomes of the study or the micro project. Then the proposed methodology. In the proposal, part A we are talking about, the proposed methodology means what is the way in which you would be collecting the data or you would be studying the topic or the area that you have undertaken. It may be you might be going to the laboratory to get the things tested. It might be you would be going to workshop to work actually. It might be you would be going to the experts to gain information and knowledge from them. It might be you would be going on field. For example, if your micro project is related to banking, that what are the different choices of the customers as far as their investment plans are concerned. So you might be visiting so many banks, nationalized or maybe cooperative. So you might be going on field. So what exactly the method of collecting data that you would be undertaking and how you are going to proceed throughout the process of your micro project, you need to write in the proposed methodology. Then the action plan. Now action plan means when you are in a team, minimum 6 people are there in a team. So you will distribute the responsibility and you will assign one particular area or subtopic to one person. So based on your team and based on your interests or maybe convenience, you distribute and you talk about your action plan. Ki what is the responsibility of one particular team member you would be talking. So the fifth point that in the proposal of your micro project you would talk or you would write is you would write about the action plan. Action plan means on one particular day you start and you know that within by the end of the semester you have to submit the micro project. So you step by step, date wise, starting date of your activity and end date of your activity, you would be highlighting it and you would be incorporating in the proposal of your micro project. So this is the fifth point that you would be covering. The sixth point is that resources required. See, you are not an expert that the knowledge would be generated in your brain. So there would be so many resources that you would need. You would need mobile phone, you would need maybe language lab, you would need library, you would need maybe support of the particular institution that you want. So all these resources you need to incorporate or you need to mention in the proposal of your micro project, in the point resources required. And finally, in the proposal itself, you must write down the names of your team members, their enrollment numbers and their roll numbers. It is because based on your roll numbers, your individual performance will be assessed and accordingly the points would be given to you guys. तो आज हमने देखा कि माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट लिखते समय, माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट यानी कि एक छोटा सा प्रोजेक्ट आपको लेना है, मिनिमम 6 लोगों की टीम रहेगी, आप खुद डिस्कशन करके ऐसा कौन सा एरिया है जो आपको उसमें ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट है वो डिसाइड करोगे और उस पर आप काम करना चाहते हो। वो आपके गाइड के कंसल्टेशन से आप शॉर्टलिस्ट करोगे। रिमेंबर, गाइड के ज़्यादा यहाँ पे कंट्रीब्यूशन लेना नहीं है, क्योंकि जो माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट हम लोगों को दिया है उसका पर्पज़ ही यही है कि आप लोग जो वुड बी इंजीनियर्स बनने वाले हो वो लोग रियल लाइफ सिचुएशन से ज़्यादा उनका एक्सपोजर हो। तो जब आप ऑन फील्ड जाओगे या किसी वर्कशॉप में जाओगे, लाइब्रेरी में जाओगे, लैब में जाओगे, तो एक्चुअली आपको खुद को काम करना है। और ये जो प्रोसेस है इसमें आप बहुत सारे स्किल्स अर्न करोगे जो कि आपको इंडस्ट्री ओरिएंटेड बनाएंगे, आपको एम्प्लॉयबल बनाएंगे। या फिर ये जो कोर्स है इंग्लिश कोर्स, वैसे हमें 6 कोर्सेस है फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में, तो ये कोर्स का इस्तेमाल हमें सिर्फ एज अ व्हीकल करना है, जो कि आई स्कीम कहती है कि एज अ व्हीकल करना है। व्हीकल मतलब आपकी डेस्टिनी है, आपको एक अच्छा इंजीनियर बनना है, एम्प्लॉयबल इंजीनियर बनना है, या एंटरप्रेन्योर या इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट बनना है। तो हमें ज़्यादा इंटरफियरेंस या ज़्यादा अपने गाइड की इसमें मदद नहीं लेनी है, जस्ट कंसल्टेशन करना है, परमिशन लेनी है और काम शुरू करना है। तो आप जब माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करना शुरू करोगे तो सबसे पहले आपको पार्ट ए कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा। पार्ट ए कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा मतलब क्या, आपको उसका प्रपोजल देना पड़ेगा। तो प्रपोजल कैसे देते हैं, पहले आपको माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट का टाइटल लिखना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद आप लिखोगे एम एंड बेनिफिट। एम एंड बेनिफिट मतलब कि आपने ये जो एरिया सिलेक्ट किया है या टॉपिक सिलेक्ट किया है वो क्यों किया है, आपका पर्पस क्या है उसके पीछे का, और ये स्टडी के बाद क्या क्या बेनिफिट्स होने वाले हैं वो आपको लिखना पड़ेगा एम एंड बेनिफिट्स में। दूसरा पॉइंट आप प्रपोजल में लिखोगे कोर्स आउटकम्स एड्रेस। कोर्स आउटकम्स मतलब इंग्लिश कोर्स के बहुत सारे आउटकम्स हैं, जैसे कि आप ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट सेंटेंसेस फ्रेम कर सकते हो, आप रीडिंग कर सकते हो, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन कर सकते हो, समराइजेशन कर सकते हो, स्पीच डिलीवर कर सकते हो, डायलॉग डिलीवर कर सकते हो, रिपोर्ट्स लिख सकते हो। ये आउटकम है। आउटकम मतलब क्या, वो कोर्स कंप्लीट करने के बाद आप में ऐसे कौन से स्किल आने चाहिए, वो होता है आउटकम। तो आपका जो माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट होगा वो आउटकम से किस प्रकार रिलेवेंट है, कितना रिलेवेंट है, कौन से ऐसे आउटकम है जो आपका माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट करते समय एड्रेस होंगे या रिफर किए जाएंगे या पॉलिश किए जाएंगे, जिससे आपके माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट से कौन से आउटकम अर्न करने में मदद मिलेगी, वो आपको लिखना होगा 2.0 कोर्स आउटकम एड्रेस में। तीसरा पॉइंट है प्रपोज्ड मेथोडोलॉजी। प्रपोज्ड मेथोडोलॉजी मतलब क्या, आप जो डेटा कलेक्ट करोगे वो एनालाइज कैसे करोगे, उसका स्टैटिस्टिक्स कैसे पुटअप करोगे, कौन सी मेथड्स का इस्तेमाल करोगे। आप लाइब्रेरी में जाओगे, वर्कशॉप में एक्चुअली जाओगे, या किसी लेबोरेटरी में जाके काम करोगे, या ऑन फील्ड काम करोगे, आपको वो मेथड्स लिखनी है। उसके बाद होता है एक्शन प्लान। एक्शन प्लान मतलब फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग टिल द एंड, कौन बंदा क्या काम करने वाला है वो आप डिसाइड करते हो। ऐसा नहीं कि किसी एक ने काम करना है। सो आप वो एक्शन प्लान भी देना है। देखो, बिफोर यू कंप्लीट द माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट आप क्या करोगे उसके बारे में आपको प्रपोजल देना है। तो आपके पास वो विजन होना चाहिए, वो थिंकिंग होनी चाहिए कि हाँ हम लोग इस प्रकार काम करने वाले हैं, और वही सब कुछ आपको इसमें देना है। आफ्टर टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्शन प्लान आपको बोलना है रिसोर्सेस रिक्वायर्ड। तो आप जब काम करोगे ये माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट का, तो कौन सी चीज़ों का आपको ध्यान देना है, या कौन सी चीज़ें आपको ज़रूरी है, वो रिसोर्सेस आपको इसमें लिखने हैं। तो रिसोर्सेस में आपको मे बी लैंग्वेज लैब लगेगा, वर्कशॉप की ज़रूरत होगी तो वर्कशॉप लगेगा, लैब लगेगी, लाइब्रेरी लग सकती है, या कोई रिनोन्ड एक्सपर्ट लग सकते हैं, या कोई एक्चुअल इंस्टीट्यूशन लगेगा, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लगेगा, तो आपको उसमें मेंशन करना है, राइट। सो इस प्रकार, और फाइनली आपको मेंशन करने हैं आपके टीम मेंबर्स और उनके रोल नंबर्स, ताकि आपका जब असेसमेंट होगा हमें आसानी होगी। आई होप कि ये चीज़ें आपको रिसर्च माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट का प्रपोजल लिखने में मदद करेगी। और माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है वो मैंने थोड़ा बहुत आपको इसमें समझाया है। आई विश दैट इट वुड हेल्प यू। थैंक यू सो मच।